So first of all, thank you very much, Svante Paabo, for accepting our invitation to come to the Institute of Neuroscience in Alicante, a joint institute of the University Miguel Hernández de Elche and the Consejo Superior de Investigaciones Científicas.
I'm happy to be here, of course. Yes.
So we are interested in studying and understanding the brain. So one important question for us to ask you is, what was the contribution of Neanderthals to our brains?
Well, I can't really answer that question. From a genetic perspective, if your roots are outside Africa and Europe or Asia, about 2% of your genome counts from Neanderthals. Now, many genes, variants of genes that are then contributed, are expressed in your brain during brain development. Overall, they seem to have been not that great for us, because overall they tend to be lower expressed than the corresponding variants that are not from Neanderthals. And we're beginning to learn a little bit about some of this, but we are just doing the baby steps, finding some metabolic changes in the brain, for example, where modern humans differ from Neanderthals, etc.
So, beyond the brain, what is in us from Neanderthals?
Well, so in people then outside Africa, there are about, if you add it up, going across all the people, there's something almost like the half of the Neanderthal genome exists there. Different individuals carry different fragments, and we are learning that these variants have to do with often risk or protection against certain diseases. These range from diabetes, coagulation problems, skin diseases, even to depression and tendency to use tobacco, for example. There are some things that have been positive for humans when they came over from Neanderthals. There's an adaptation in Tibet for living at high altitude where there is little oxygen in the atmosphere. There are things in our immune system that is very likely came over because they were of advantage to fight infectious diseases that may have existed in Eurasia, not in Africa, and so on.
Okay. You have been working in collaboration with the findings in Atapuerca in the north of Spain. What has Atapuerca contributed to your fundamental discoveries of human evolution?
Yeah, so the Cima de los Huesos in Atapuerca that Jean-Louis Arzuaga is excavating is an amazing site. There are all these skeletons of hominins there that are very, very old, around more than 400,000 years old. And we've been able, together with Professor Arzuaga, to retrieve small amounts of DNA from them. We have less than 1% of the genome now, but we can already say that they are clearly ancestral to Neanderthals. So there are some ancestors of Neanderthals, if you like. And we are working on this at the moment and hope to maybe have 10% of the genome or so, say, in a year's time.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.